Really quick, I just want to let you know that I am doing a giveaway for one of these BenQ Ideacams, and if you want to win one, stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you how to enter. Now I'm sure we've all seen our fair share of webcams, but I can guarantee you've never seen one quite like this. This is the BenQ Ideacam S1 Pro. Now in this video, I'm going to be going over all of its features. We're going to be doing a sound and a video test, and I'm also going to show you how I set this up to replace my $1,500 setup so I can do my top-down videos. So make sure you stick with me till the end of the video. This is probably the coolest webcam that I've ever seen that's multifunctional and is feature-packed. It also comes with a really cool accessory that I think bumps it up to that next level. And because it is multifunctional, a lot of different people can use it for many different things, such as people who need to do presentations where they need to have the camera facing down so they can show a document or something like that. Or if you're a content creator like me, where I like to talk to the video sometimes, and then also I do top-down videos where I show off products. So before we go too in-depth, let me tell you a little bit about what the camera can do and some of its specifications. So first off, it uses an 8 megapixel Sony sensor, which gives you an ultra high definition resolution. It has a noise canceling microphone right on the front of the camera. It also has a really cool ring light for illuminating close-up objects. It also has autofocus, so you never have to worry about focusing yourself or whatever you're showing in. It also comes with a macro lens that gives it a 15 times magnification, so you can show really small details. This can also be used as a webcam and a workspace camera. It tilts down easily to show your desktop, and the image also auto flips when it's in this mode and switches to a fixed focus. It can be easily removed from the monitor mount and used in handheld mode if you need to quickly show something on your desk close up. And if you're worried about privacy, it also comes with that magnetic cover for when the camera's not in use. This camera is also really easy to set up. There's no installation needed. All you need to do is simply plug it into your USB port, set it up, and you're ready to go. All right, let's see what we get inside the box. Here's the camera and the accessories. And here we have our puck, some batteries, and our adapter. So this is the stand that goes on top of your monitor. It is pretty weighty, so you don't have to worry about the camera just falling off. It does have a nice rubber grip on here, on the side for the back of your monitor, and on the top, there's also a mounting hole for a tripod. You can also tighten this up right here so you can keep your camera in place, and this is the mount for the camera itself. Here we have our macro lens for that 15 times zoom. It is nice and light. It also does have a nice premium metal covering on the outside of the camera. There's that light ring. It does also come with a nice braided USB Type-A cable that is affixed to the camera that cannot be removed. And then here we have the control puck. We have a snapshot button in the middle. We have auto manual focus on the side here. We also have a mute button, a freeze frame, and a focus button. It also has a zoom in and zoom out control that's super smooth just by rotating this metal ring on the puck. It also runs on 2 AAA batteries, but you don't have to worry because it comes with it, and there's also a little slot to hold the USB adapter so you don't lose it. Now, all the audio and video that you're hearing right now is coming directly from the BenQ Ideacam, so this will give you an idea of what you can expect as far as quality coming from the webcam. Now, in addition to not having to install any drivers, you also don't have to install any applications as well. The Inspire software that the Ideacam uses is actually web-based as well. All you need to do is go to the inspire.benq.com web address, set your webcam and mic to use the BenQ Ideacam, and you're all set. Now, I am running the Inspire software directly in my Edge browser, as you can see, and it actually does have quite a few options. Now, you can use this for Mac and Windows. We're currently using it for Windows. Okay, so let me give you a rundown of what the Inspire software can do. It can actually do quite a bit. So here we have picture-in-picture or split screen. So if you want to have 2 webcams going at one time, you can use them with this software. You can have yourself displayed in the corner, and then the main portion of the screen, you can show whatever you need to for your presentation. So here I have the picture-in-picture all set up, as you can see me in the bottom corner, and then I've turned the Ideacam down so I can display what product I need to tell you about for my presentation. Now for the side-by-side, it pretty much does the same exact thing, but it gives you a much bigger picture for each camera you're using. So as you can see me on the one camera here, and then on the Ideacam, I have it pointed down. So again, I can look at the camera, talk to you, and still show off my product. Now the Ideacam also comes with this really cool puck that has a lot of really good quick features that you can easily use while you're presenting. Here we have a button for auto and manual focus. We can easily and quickly turn off our microphone. We have a freeze frame button. We have a manual focus button. And we also have a quick screenshot button that you can easily use to take screenshots of whatever you're doing. Now, one of the other really cool features about this puck is it has a turnable knob here where you can easily and quickly, again, zoom in to whatever you need to. And you can utilize this with whatever camera you have selected. So here I have my other camera selected that is not the Ideacam, and yet I can still easily zoom in by just rotating the little knob here. And then if I click over on the Ideacam, I can also use that same feature quickly with that, which is really, really cool. Here is the freeze frame picture. So as you can see, I'm moving my hands, but the frame is frozen. If you're out of focus here, you can easily push the focus button and it focuses in on whatever you have in front of it. Okay, so we're back to our main screen here. And if we go to our zoom, again, you can manually kind of zoom in with the screen, which is really nice. You can also do manual keystoning as well. Maybe you're using a projector or something like that where the picture's not even. You can easily use it to fix the picture however it is. And we also have a ruler option that you can use to make sure everything's symmetrical, or if you're doing like a document presentation or something like that, you have a ruler. On the bottom here, you also have the option to draw right on the screen. So if you have like a document or something like that, you can maybe circle something or point something out and it stays on the screen until you want to get rid of that, which is definitely useful. We also have some other video options here. We have our camera, we have video recording, we have a scanner or a QR scanner we can use. You can also freeze frame with this button here. On the right here, we have our autofocus or our manual focus, and you can easily turn off your mic from there as well. You can also change the resolution in the settings here. We have all the way up to 3264 by 2448, all the way down to 640 by 480 if you need to use that. You can also make tweaks to the white balance, brightness, contrast, sharpness, and saturation. You can also make your own profiles as well. Now the ring light that's built into this camera is not meant to illuminate your face. You probably could in a darker environment, but it's more for illuminating products or things that you have close up with the camera. Now, like I showed you before, you can easily take the camera off of its mount to show something that's on your desk. Very easily, we'll just pick this up and we can kind of show off what's on our desk. Takes just a second for it to focus in. And there you go. So now let me show you how really cool the macro mode is. All you need to do is put the lens on the end of the camera and you can zoom into things up to 15 times to see some really nice detail of things you wouldn't normally see. So if we look at this dollar, you can definitely see things that you probably wouldn't see with the naked eye. Super cool, especially if you're looking at documents that have really small type that you might not be able to see. You will definitely be able to see with this. Here I have a micro SD card with the world's smallest serial number that you would definitely never be able to see without this camera. This is also really good if you need to do things with electronics. You can easily see so you can solder things. Now that was using the Inspire software that BenQ offered. Here I'm in a Zoom meeting. As you can see, you can still use the webcam as a regular webcam normally. Just some of the cool features that you could use the webcam with will not be available if you don't use the Inspire software. So here we are using it on Zoom. And now one of the really cool features that still works even though you don't use the Inspire software is if you want to use the camera in desktop mode, it will still auto flip the image. So here again, we are on a Zoom call. If you need to show something on your desk, you can do that and it flips the image very easily and quickly, and it still shows off everything nice and clear with that autofocus. Zoom is actually one of the few streaming services that also use high resolution with webcams. Now, as you guys know, I do top-down video reviews, and this is the setup that I have. I've got my microphone here, I've got another microphone, and then I have my Sony a6400 camera that I do all my recording in. Now, the setup can be kind of a pain in the butt sometimes because sometimes I need to zoom in. A lot of the times I need to take out the SD card and put it back in to do my recording, whereas the Ideacam can do everything all in one. And I'm going to show you how you can set that up to emulate this kind of situation. Now, like I promised you before, you got to see what my actual setup was that I used to review products. This is a much cheaper version that I think can get pretty much the same job done at a fraction of the cost. So if you do product reviews or reviews on Amazon or things like that, you can very easily do a setup like this and not spend a ton of money. I just have a couple of arms here, one mounted to my desk, the other one coming forward, attached to the Ideacam, and as you can see, it's being displayed on my screen right now. So this is how I would normally do a presentation. You can see the product very clearly. A lot of the times I need to move the product closer to the camera to kind of zoom in on something to show it very easily, or I've got to mess around with the lens to kind of zoom in. With this, I don't have to do that anymore. I simply just turn the dial and it zooms into whatever I need to on the screen. How convenient is that? And then when I want to utilize more of the space again, I don't have to mess around with the lens. I just simply zoom out and I've got more real estate here. Again, a lot of the time I'm moving in and out, and sometimes the camera loses focus. So here, as you can see, the box is kind of a little bit out of focus. And if that happens, all you need to do is press the focus button and it focuses everything right back in. It's so cool. And that's if you're not using the autofocus. You can also use the autofocus, but a lot of the time when you're moving around, the autofocus might move as well, and you might not want that. But that's where that focus button comes in, is when you have it on your manual and you need to focus in real quick. You just press that button and it'll focus in for you. I absolutely love it. And also with this setup, there's no more messing around with SD cards. Everything's being recorded right onto your computer. And you can also take a quick little screenshot to make your thumbnail for your YouTube video as well. Just kind of set things up as you want it. Press that snapshot button and it takes a snapshot of whatever you have on the camera. And again, it also has a built-in microphone so you can record your voice or anything else you need directly from the camera as well. So no more having to move the product up to the camera itself. You just kind of zoom in on whatever you need and it zooms in pretty well. And there you go. Super convenient. So like I said before in the beginning of this video, this is the coolest multifunctional webcam that I've ever seen. It's got a lot of really great features that everybody can use. It's got a great picture. It's easy to set up and you can use it for a multitude of different things. And that puck, that accessory puck that it comes with, is going to make my workflow so much easier. So if you're looking to get started in product reviews or content creation, I would seriously look at this webcam because it can do a lot of things that my $1,500 setup can do at a fraction of the cost. So if you guys found this video useful, it would really help me out and the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. So like I mentioned before, I am doing a giveaway for one of these BenQ Ideacams, and if you guys want to win one, all you need to do is simply email me at the address in the video description. Make sure the subject is BenQ Ideacam and let me know what you're going to use the Ideacam for. I'll be announcing the winner in a YouTube short on June 15th, 2023. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.